Hey guys, it's Sneaky Pete here, and today I want to show you the brand new colored 2019 M's from DynaVap. So the 2019 M itself was released back in March, and the M for DynaVap has been super popular. It's their most popular one in their lineup. They sell the most because of the crazy value that you get on this vaporizer and the low entry price. But now they have this available in these 3 different color options. So you can now get it in a gold, which they call Aurum. You can get it in a pink, which they call Rosium, or you can get it in this cool black, which they call Phantom. One thing that's really cool about these, well, it is the same 2019 M that you know and love. All of the different parts are treated. So the cap itself is gold, the tip itself, that's completely gold, but then we're going to take out the condenser here. You're going to see that is completely gold. So the entire vaporizer has been treated with this color imbuing process. Now the 2019 colored lineup, it gets its colored by a process that's called PVD. Now according to Urban Dictionary, that stands for post-Vegas depression, but according to other parts of the internet, it stands for physical vapor deposition. The process itself is described as one where a solid material is vaporized in a vacuum environment, and then that vapor is deposited on a substrate as a pure material or as an alloy composition coating. So in layperson speak, it sounds like they get the pink color, they vaporize the pink color in a vacuum environment, and then that gets deposited directly onto the metal itself. So that's my real nuts and bolts explanation. If you want a really good explanation, tune into DynaVap Live. I'm sure George can explain it better than I can. Now a lot of people watching this video are very familiar with DynaVaps, but some people aren't. It's going to be a brand new device to them. So check the description of the video. I've got multiple videos that really explain the entire system in great detail. But if you are brand new to it, I want to just give you an overview of what a DynaVap is. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy the content, please be sure to subscribe, throw the video a like. These types of things really help the YouTube algorithms. I don't get paid for any of my reviews. Companies don't pay me to review their products. I have a website in both Canada and the United States where we sell almost everything that we go over in our products, and I just cover the ones that I would recommend to people, and I think you might like too. Now the DynaVap itself, this is a battery-free vaporizer. This is heated with either a butane torch like this, or it's heated with one of these brand new induction heaters, something like that. Now the nice thing about the DynaVap is if you don't have a torch, if you don't have an induction heater, if you're in a pinch, you can heat this with almost anything. Top of a stove, campfire, or even a Bic lighter if you're in a real pinch. DynaVaps in general are super easy to use. They can hit like a jackhammer, and I would say these are probably more responsible for getting people converted to vaporizing and off of combustion than any other vaporizer brand on the market. One of those reasons is because those thick hits that you can get, it's tough to get that in certain other vaporizers. Butane vaporizers really excel at that, but I think part of the other reason is they really closely emulate smoking. Make no mistake, it's purely a vaporizer. Unless you're using this wrong, it's only vapor. There's no smoke coming out whatsoever. But just the size of it, the shape of it, the heating it with the torch, it more emulates a smoking experience. So if you are looking for a step-down device, if you're looking to switch over from combustion to vaporizing, DynaVap is really a perfect way to go about it. Now that we've briefly talked about what a DynaVap is, I want to show you each of the colors individually to get a closer look. And let's start with my favorite of the 3. This is the gold or the Aurum color. As I showed you earlier, the entire device is gold. So if you want to just take this tip, put that on your Cimarel stem for a cool new look, I mean, there you go. That looks very cool there. Or you can toss it on something like a Hydrovong, completely modular, so any DynaVap that you have, you can put these new caps on there. In terms of the finish between the 2 devices, the gold definitely feels a little smoother. Like if I rub my finger on it like this, there's less resistance on the gold one, so it seems to change the properties of the exterior a little bit, but it's a good thing in this case. Now in terms of the gold, every single nook and cranny is gold. Like everything I can see is gold. All the little tiny marks that they have here to give you better grip, all of the ridges, it's all completely gold, which I'm glad they did. It makes the device look better, and it's just so shiny. Gold can be a bit of a bold color, and more people choose black or something like dark gray if there is an option, but in general with the DynaVap, it's such a small vaporizer that I think gold is a much more approachable option in something like this than maybe like a Solo 2, for example. Let's go ahead and try this one out here. I'm going to hit this in 3 different ways. I'm going to hit the gold with the torch dry, and then I'm going to hit the pink model with the induction heater, and then the black one, I'm going to hit that with a torch, but I'm going to hit that one through a water piece. Okay, so that's a nice full load there. Let's go ahead and heat that up with our torch. Now I like to try to heat it in the middle, probably about a 45-degree angle. Then I'm going to quickly, in a mad, frantic hurry, as soon as it clicks, inhale. There we go. Very, very good flavor on that one there. Totally green. A ton of terps in that first hit. Let's take a look at the next color option, and that's going to be the Rosium or the pink model. Now, anyone who's into kind of a softer color, a pastel color, something a little less black and dark gray, I think this one is really going to appeal to you, and I'm glad that they included something like a pink. You don't see that option very often in vaporizers. When we're comparing the new Rosium with the Aurum or the Phantom color, it's definitely the least uniform. We see some stainless steel bits on the back of the rockers on these flat sections here, and then around the air port. So this one here, completely gold, completely black. This one, not quite completely pink. The tip of the Rosium model, this one has a little bit of subtlety to it. As you're going to see, the very tips of the fins here, they have a green color on them. And then as we're seeing the air channels on the tip themselves, these have a bare stainless look right in the center. I think that's super cool. I honestly wish they would have had that on these other tips, because I think it just gives it a little bit of depth. Let's go ahead and load the Rosium model up here. And this one, like I say, I'm going to hit this through the induction heater. So I've got the induction heater. You can turn on to the back here. Very straightforward. Off. Now it's on, you see the green light here. And then when you press the device down in here, you'll see a little red light that comes on to let you know that it is heating. I'll let it heat up about a second, maybe even 2 seconds past that click. I'll get a nice thick hit, but I want to show you the load after so you can see what I mean. It's going to go a second or two past the click, not too long. Good flavor there too. I think the first hit had better flavor because this one I held in an extra second or two to get more vapor. But as we're going to see here, more brown than that first hit we did, but certainly not brown. We got at least 1 or 2 more of those hits in this bowl. Now finally, let's look at the Phantom or the black color. And this one I think will probably be the most popular choice, and it is a striking vaporizer. Now in 2018, DynaVap did release the Shadow M, and this was based off the 2018 M rather than the 2019. And I think this was finished with a different process. As you can see, the Shadow here is darker, and this is a lighter color for the Phantom. Also, when I do that kind of thumb test on it, the Shadow is much smoother, your thumb flows on there better. Definitely more grip to it here on the 2019 colored M. Now the Phantom is more like the Aurum in terms of everything is black. Every single nook and cranny on the device is black. As you look through the airport, you see the condenser is black. So what that means you can do if you want, you can take out the condenser here. Let's put in the condenser from the Aurum vaporizer so you can just see the kind of mix and match capabilities that are going to be available now with the different vaporizers. When we compare the Phantom with the other two choices, you see it has more of a matte finish on it. So it's definitely a more understated and a more subtle look than these other two brand new choices. And it's even more of an understated and subtle look than the 2019M with that shiny stainless finish. Last vape, let's load this one up too. And in the Phantom, I'm going to heat this up with the torch. And then I'm going to use this in the water piece. You can use a DynaVap with a water piece in a few different fashions. The easiest way is with a fat mouthpiece. It's the cheapest way too. It'll work with a 14mm female piece if you do that. But there's other options as well. You can use a dab cap, and a dab cap will let you use it with any different water piece, literally any size. Or you can use something like a master adapter here. And a master adapter will also work with a number of different water pieces. So I'm going to heat this one up good with the torch, then I'm going to frantically get it in here. You can see with the induction heater, it's less of a frantic sort of a thing, right? You're not wanting to put the torch, find the air port because you've been spinning it. You just stick it in there, put it in your mouth, inhale. Getting a little bit less steady on the torching after the third draw, I must say. It's just a reality. Okay, second click. So there you go, a very nice hit in that one as well. Let's go ahead and have a look at the ABV so we can kind of compare 2 torch styles and 1 induction heater. And that to me looks really close between the two. Again, you see that one hit, that hit has really strong effects, I can assure you of that, and you have a number of hits left in this bowl. Look how small that bowl is, like you're not putting much in there at all. Now in terms of the longevity, how's the finish going to wear? I mean, it's too early. I haven't had these for very long. I don't know how they're going to wear over 6 months or something like that. I did run each of the caps through at least 25 heat cycles. Sat there, kept a tally. These have all been for at least 25 heat cycles. So when you look at that, that should hopefully give you a bit of an idea how these are going to wear over time. Now, if you do want one of these brand new 2019 colored M's, these sell for $85 US, so you're adding on $15 from the cost of a regular 2019 M to add the color finish on here. If the new finishes aren't your thing, you just like that classic stainless steel look, or if you want to save a bit of money, no problem, you can still keep buying this one here. But either way, when you slice it, $85, add yourself a torch, add yourself a fat mouthpiece, and for under $100, you have a super powerful, incredibly efficient vaporizer that you can use both dry or through a water piece. Overall, I think this is a really cool development for the Dyna world. If they can do this same process to titanium, which I don't know if they can, but I would love to see an all-gold OmniVap. I think that would look just striking. And I also really hope that, maybe not off the top, but over time, they have all these individual parts for sale. Some people aren't going to want an all-gold 2019M, but maybe they just want the tip. They just want that stainless tip, and then they're going to put that on the all-black 2019M that they bought. So, I mean, with the mix and match, you can get some really cool color combinations happening here, and it also allows people to customize their DynaVap to not have the exact same DynaVap as everyone else has, while still staying with all stock manufacturer's parts. So which new finish do you guys like the best? Do you like the new Aurum, my personal favorite? Do you like the Phantom? Or do you like the Rosium? Let me know down in the comments. I'm really curious to see which one everyone prefers, or maybe you just prefer the traditional stainless steel 2019M. Either way, I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. And if you do want to order one of these, all the 3 models are available for pre-sale on October 24th. You can find those on both vapenorth.ca and sneakypetestore.com. And then they're going to ship out about a week later, right at the end of the month. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this new look at the Color 2019 DynaVap M's. Keep it green, keep it sneaky, and we'll see you next time.